In the harsh savannas of Africa, confrontations rarely begin with noise, but with prolonged silence and observation. Hyenas don't wait for opportunities to appear. They attack proactively when close enough, using pack pressure to control the situation. In a few brief moments, when an opponent slows down even a beat, the situation changes instantly and the outcome is almost decided. Hyenas live primarily on the arid grasslands, vast savannas and semi-desert regions of Africa. When night falls, they silently emerge from the darkness as mysterious rulers of the wilderness. Their eerie laughter echoes in the wind, creating a tense atmosphere. Under the dim moonlight, herds of hyenas patiently patrol, hunting for opportunities to survive in the harsh environment. Hyenas are far more cunning and formidable than many realize. They are not merely scavengers, but highly strategic hunters, working together in packs with incredible precision. Upon spotting prey, the entire pride engages in a relentless, breathtaking chase, exhausting their prey. Their intelligence, extraordinary endurance, and fierce will to survive have made hyenas one of Africa's most fearsome predators. On the African savanna grasslands, lions choose wide, sparsely vegetated areas near water sources, where prey congregates in large numbers. In the Serengeti, they often hide in tall grass near rivers, utilizing their long-distance vision and open space to ambush and coordinate their hunts, thus almost always having the initial advantage. On the edge of the arid grassland, a pack of hyenas approached a lioness resting after a long hunt. Instead of attacking immediately, they fanned out, constantly shifting positions to apply pressure, sensing danger. The lioness rose and roared in warning, but the hyenas pressed on, using their numbers and coordination to close the distance. When one hyena advanced, the entire pack closed the gap, forcing the lioness to react. Despite counterattacking, her rhythm was disrupted, and she was quickly forced to retreat. The lioness climbed a low tree to avoid being surrounded, while the hyenas took control of the area, closing the encounter with their advantage. This outcome demonstrates that in this confrontation, individual strength is no longer the deciding factor. When the pack maintains pressure at the right time and from the right distance, the tide can turn even against the leading predator. Throughout the East African savannas, zebras congregate in herds in areas of low grass and unobstructed views, where they can easily spot predators, but must also constantly move to find water and food. In the Serengeti, they participate in migrations hundreds of kilometers long, and this open space provides an initial advantage for escape. In the scorching savanna, a pack of hyenas emerges from afar and moves across the grass in search of food. Upon spotting a zebra separated from the herd, they immediately change direction, closing the distance and maintaining a steady pace. When the distance is close enough, the situation begins to change. Having their position revealed, the zebra immediately charges, initiating a breathtaking chase. Despite using speed to escape, its pace gradually wears down under constant pressure. After only a few moments, the distance is close enough for the hyena pack to take control and end the hunt. In the open field, speed only creates initial opportunities. When persistence and coordination are maintained at the right time, the tide quickly turns in favor of the predator. Amidst the vast savannas of Africa, wild dogs seek out areas with unobstructed views and open spaces to deploy their pack tactics. In places like the Serengeti or the Okavango Delta, they utilize the grassland terrain and wetlands to corner prey, thereby gaining an early advantage. On the dry grass, a pack of hyenas was enjoying their newly acquired food when a pack of wild dogs appeared in the distance. Instead of immediately attacking, they fanned out, moving in wide circles to scout for weaknesses, gradually closing in tense silence. As the distance narrowed, the confrontation shifted to close range. The wild dogs used their speed to try and break through from one direction, but the hyenas immediately counterattacked, locking on to their positions and reacting fiercely. In just a moment, the hyena pack secured their food, forcing their opponents to abandon any attempt to approach. In this encounter, the difference wasn't in individual speed or strength, but in maintaining position and controlling space. Once one side held the initial advantage, the situation quickly stabilized in their favor. In the savannas and scrublands of Africa, rhinos move in open spaces with low vegetation, foraging and observing their surroundings. In Kenya or South Africa, they move slowly through the grasslands, relying on their large size and horns to keep their distance from any threats. From the edge of the dry, grass-covered clearing, the hyena pack gradually emerged upon spotting a lone rhino moving slowly. They followed at a safe distance, constantly shifting positions to assess the situation, then gradually closing in when they spotted an opportunity, forcing the rhino to turn and defend itself. As the distance narrowed, the hyenas approached from multiple directions and found an opening when the rhino slowly turned. They swarmed in simultaneously, maintaining constant pressure. In just a few moments, the rhino lost its position and was forced to retreat, leaving the hyena pack with the advantage. In the open forests and savannas of Africa, leopards adapt to a variety of terrains, from open grasslands to dense woodlands and rocky slopes. They utilize their climbing abilities to drag prey up trees, preventing it from being stolen. And this habit often leads them to encounter hyenas. On the edge of the forest, a leopard had just brought down its prey and was dragging it away when a pack of hyenas began to approach from a distance. They didn't attack immediately, but spread out, closing in step by step and maintaining a steady pace, forcing the leopard to stop and switch to a defensive posture. When the distance narrowed, the hyenas all swarmed in, cutting off the leopard's trail of prey. After a brief struggle, it was forced to abandon its prey and jump into a tree for safety, leaving the hyenas to take its food. In this competition, the ability to retain the prey is more important than winning it. When faced with pressure from an entire pack, even the most agile predator must yield. In East and Southern Africa, wildebeest herds migrate seasonally between regions like the Serengeti, where low grass and ample space allow them to spot predators from afar. However, constant migrations driven by rain and water sources cause many individuals to become separated from the herd, especially when the migration patterns become irregular. On the vast savannah, a lone hyena silently observes every movement on the grass. When it spots a slow-moving antelope behind it, it lowers its body and follows from a distance, maintaining its distance and patiently waiting for the moment its prey lets its guard down. As the distance narrows, the chase begins. The antelope accelerates and changes direction constantly, but the pressure from behind doesn't lessen. After a while, it slows down, forced to turn defensively, and the hyena takes advantage of that moment to close in, control the situation, and win. In a prolonged chase, victory belongs to the one that maintains its rhythm and chooses the right moment. Because if the prey loses its rhythm, the outcome is almost certain. Constant pressure leaves the opponent no chance to recover. And even a moment of slowing down is enough to completely change the course of the game. In the African savannas, buffalo herds live near water sources, where vast grasslands provide food but also keep them constantly vigilant. They migrate seasonally and often congregate in large groups, relying on collective strength to fend off predators. The hyena pack appeared on the sprawling dry grassland and began observing the grazing buffalo herd. They didn't advance directly, but instead circled around to gauge their reaction. Each small step was calculated until the buffalo's formation began to loosen, revealing a gap behind them. As soon as a young buffalo fell behind, the hyena pack accelerated, applying pressure from multiple directions. Even though the buffalo turned to defend themselves, the gap was broken. The young buffalo was isolated, forced to fend for itself against the relentless pressure, and was quickly subdued, ending the encounter with the hyenas holding the advantage. When facing a large herd, collective strength can provide long-term protection. A single moment of disunity can change the course of events, and whoever seizes the moment will control the outcome. Throughout their encounters in the savannah, hyenas consistently demonstrate a key characteristic: proactive attack, sustained pressure, and precise exploitation of moments when their opponents lose their rhythm. The outcome lies not in individual strength, but in coordination, perseverance, and the ability to choose the right moment to break formations or cut off the enemy's retreat. In this world, a single moment of slowing down can change the course of events. The one who controls the tempo of the confrontation will decide the outcome.